They not going nowhere. They've been there before you came. They're not. Please get them people to answer call 911. They are not going to come. They're going to be there. They're not. People keep acting like these drugs. They're not going nowhere. And you know that, Carl Stokes. Yes, them junkies ain't going nowhere. They built that community. They not going nowhere. Keep telling these people this drink. Them people, them junkies ain't going nowhere.
We're going to try this again. My name is Robert O'Brien. I'm project manager of Baltimore City DOT. This is Tom Hoppa. He's here on the construction project of Phase 2A. As you can see on the screen, we have two projects in the area as far as Baltimore City is concerned. Phase 1D is the southern portion of the project. The contractor here is Flanagan Construction. And that's going to be your 1,000 block, McDonough Street in Rutland, and then also the associative alleys. The alley in between Broadway and McDonough on the 1,000 block. The alley that cuts across east-west, ties back into McDonough, and then the two alleys just north of Eager and then south of Chase, just behind the EDDI headquarters building. Tom's project is the 2A phase, the northern phase. This has been ongoing construction since the middle of June. This is going to be Chase Street from Broadway to Wolf, and then the 1100 block of McDonough and Rutland going north toward Biddle. Quickly go over the Phase 2A improvements. Again, this is the limit of work. And as far as the ultimate product, what you guys are going to get is, this is the list of the overall improvements. This is going to be full depth roadway reconstruction, which means we're not just kind of coming through, shaving the top layer of the asphalt off and putting back new. We are fully ripping out the roadway and going base up. And that's going to be all your utilities as well. Some of you, I'm sure, are aware, we replaced water line already in McDonough Street and Rutland. So you get new water line and new service connections to your homes. BG&E is also in the area doing new gas main and services to the homes there as well. We will be replacing the entire concrete sidewalk throughout the limits of Phase 2A and 1D project. You guys are getting brand new street lighting, the LED lights that are getting transitioned through the city. You guys are getting brand new ones within the limits of this project, so they're going to be pretty bright. We got new sign and pavement markings as far as parking. We coordinated with the parking authority and transitioning to an Area 38 permit throughout the limits of this project. Also, we're doing storm drain improvements and stormwater management. So you see some of the tree pits going later in the phases of the project, and those will be part of the stormwater management, the runoff and rainwater. As I mentioned, the water line, and then finally we're doing some sanitary improvements. We are reactivating, there's an abandoned sanitary that comes down from Rutland and turns east on Chase toward Wolf. We are reinstating that and upsizing it, so that's increased capacity to the sanitary issues that some of you may be aware of out here. We are doing also another improvement toward the western limit of the project over here at Broadway, going back towards McDonough. Again, this is an increase to capacity that was recommended from DPW. DPW actually does have another spot repair contract that's in the area. They're doing lining and spot repairs in the area to help prevent some of the infiltration from rainwater getting into the sanitary pipes, contributing to the overflows. Yes?
Will that affect the 1,000 block of McDonough Street?
Yeah, so coming up with Phase 1D, I can explain how that ties in. And then finally, some landscaping. You guys will get some green out there. As you can see, there's a good amount of trees that are getting installed and will be maintained from a year from the completion of the project. This is just a quick rendering of what you'll see from the final product out here. I don't know if you can see here, but if you want to come up after the meeting, I'm happy to show you plans for the rendering. You'll get sidewalk bump outs in a lot of the areas, corner spots, so that'll kind of close up the pedestrian crossing distances. It's a safety factor, and then also create some parking bays along the length of the project. This is the Phase 1D area, the limit of work, and then the proposed improvements through there will be, as you can see here, much of the same. As far as the sanitary on 1000 Block McDonough, this was a recent issue that was brought to our attention. The developer installed sanitary up to the property line and connected to a previously deteriorated connection to the main. So, yeah, so this was brought to our attention earlier this week. We have our construction contractor now is going to repair from the property line to the main. The main was inspected by DPW at the tail end of last week on Friday. The main is okay. And then we will get brand new service from where the developer stopped at the end of the parking pad to the main, and hopefully that will alleviate the problem. Yes, sir.
Was it, we turned the street up, a sidewalk up, and we put the sidewalk in?
Yeah, grab the whole limits of what you saw on that map previously and all up, show brand new sidewalk.
But people are saying that, what happened to y'all tear it up? What's happening to the people that's handicapped? How are they supposed to get from one spot to another spot? What's the grab store?
Yeah, so within our construction documents, we have to provide a maintenance traffic plan, and that is not only for vehicular traffic, but also pedestrian. So we're gonna put out wayward signing for all pedestrian traffic. We're not gonna be just boxing it all up and nobody's trying anywhere to go. So there'll be signs out and directions as far as where people can go.
If you have any special needs,
Yeah.
you contact us as far as deliveries or any like hospital transports. We have people in the field every day. You contact us and we'll make it happen.
And we're putting all handicap ramps in the ultimate condition and during construction. Some of the construction will be just an asphalt, but everything will be ADA compliant throughout the construction and in the farm. Yes, ma'am?
I want to ask, even though the 1000 block Broadway is not included, we are included in the construction where you come and you paint it, all the pavement up. A lot of them are cracking up because of the construction. Are they going to do anything to those pavements?
So I do know some of the BG&E work is extended outside the limits that we show here. They are on Broadway. Part of all utility work is there's this utility ticket called in, and that's who comes out and marks the pavement like that. If there is an issue with sidewalk,
Check this out. If this community was not being built over, that wouldn't be, they would not be replacing it. So I think it's the responsibility to keep in touch with BGE or whoever is doing this stuff. And if they're screwing up Broadway, and am I supposed to be responsible for what they're messing up?
Typically, their contract requires them to restore the areas that are disturbed.
Okay, so what I'm saying is, I'm not going to BG&E, I'm coming down to the schedule.
I understand. And there
Because since this has started, we have been the ones that had to suffer with all this construction, and we get nothing. I mean, when they first started, they pounded so much, but some of our houses sell for 4 times. Come on. And they're still saying that they're not gonna do anything. They leave us the way they left us, the way they start. That's the way they leave us.
You're in 1000 block.
I'm in the 1000 block, and I've been raising hell, excuse my expression, since the beginning of this thing. I'm sick of it. And I'm a senior citizen now. I'm tired of it.
I wanted to mention that if anyone's having an individual issue that you want to have discussed, we have our family advocate program manager. Al, can you stand up?
Yeah, but these are community issues.
Yeah,
They are community
this
issues,
is,
but if you want them to be addressed, so we can get you the proper.
She just concerned about her block, the whole block.
I can speak for me.
Yes, ma'am.
Look, the thing is this, we're right there in the midst of all these problems you're hearing about, but they're not concerned with us. Period. Period.
And I can't even address that, so, but I do want, if anyone has something that there is a resource in the community that can help, Alphonse Martin will take down the issue, and he can try to drive it to one spot, but
We will follow up, because I wasn't ready to
Yeah, as a matter of fact, there was a cap busted off in a major gas line leak that these people ran, called the fire department, left us in the house. Until the fire department got there and told us, get out of there. I'm things that we have to deal with by living there. And this has been going on for years. This didn't just start. Okay? So what I'm saying is, if we're gonna always be affected by this, we need to get something. You know, we own our houses. We're not Section 8. We're not renting. We own our houses, and it's not fair.
I just have a question about the storm drains. How soon do you guys plan on having that completed? Because I actually work at the 2 apartment buildings at 1715 and 1705. And every time there's a large rain, we get flooded. And it's due to like the stones being in the storm drains and not having enough storm drains. So it's really affecting our residents as well as, and our homes. So we're having to replace first floor everything.
Yeah, this is stone in front of the inlets is a requirement of ground requirement.
So how soon is that gonna be?
Well, we're dependent on BG&E finishing because they have to abandon the old system before we can put our new system in. So hopefully by the end of the year, I've got my fingers crossed, but they're moving too slow for us. But we're dependent on them finishing their gas connection work, which will allow us to complete the storm.
Okay, well, so the LED lights, you're talking about the street lights,
Yes.
right? All right, so when the 17 on the block, first, I think they got one up, if I'm not mistaken, a hallway when you left. They got these little lights in the street, on the sidewalk. You know what I'm talking about? They like solar lights or something? They gone out.
On the sidewalk, right?
Yeah. What do we call to get them lights? Do you check in on that? Because I called Ms. Marshall from the city. She came and put lights like Elvis. And she told me when I come here to ask y'all, who checked in on those little lights?
I think that's a TRF issue.
Really?
Yeah, I'll follow up with them.
Okay, thank you.
I'll follow up with them.
Excuse me, I have a question.
So they're out.
We have 2 questions, Tracy in the corner and then.
I just wanted to know, as you dig up the ground and it starts getting cold, what's the plan for pest control? Because those things are gonna start trying to figure somewhere else to be, and a lot of times, I'm just saying with the kids on the floor, and we have babies in here, I just wanna make sure that we don't have little critters running across kids' laps.
Typically, we won't excavate more than we can cover up before the winter. What we're trying to do is smooth everything out. If we're unable to construct our new roads, our intent was to build McDonald Street and Rutland Avenue before the winter. I don't think we're gonna make it. So what we're gonna do is smooth everything out, fill in all the holes we can.
Would you consider like including a pest control plan for that? Because
Does the city have a program?
I don't know.
They don't.
The city does have a eradication program.
Okay.
So we can get you in contact.
Thank you.
Okay, so if you have any additional questions on infrastructure, please, these 2 gentlemen will be here. You can come up and talk to them. But we still have a lot on the agenda, so we need to move on.
Sorry, I'm just
We're going to be talking about some of the new development that's taking place in the area. And particularly, we want to make you aware of the Eagle Park boards
You have to go through my
showing
wall, but
what's
they will
going to
not
happen
fix
with
my
Eagle
wall.
Park. It's a 3-block
Saying
park
that's on
running
me.
nationally.
So
going
who
all
do
the
I
way up
get
to
them?
Philly. So I'm going to
Who
ask
do I
John
find to
Leiter
fix
from
that
Park
wall
City
that they're gonna have to go
Municipal
through?
Corporation
I'm not recording
to
this, I'm
come up
trying to
and
record.
talk about it.
Like I'm saying, who went through the wall?
It's
Good evening.
T-